Hello everybody and welcome back to Colony Survival, where I just need to apologise if I do sound a little out of breath or have to clear my throat a lot today. It is because I've been a little bit sick. I'm recording this on the 28th of March, so it might not be out until sort of a few days into April. Now, I've had like a little bit of a shortness of breath, a little bit of a... haven't had a cough, haven't had a fever or anything like that, just a bit of shortness of breath, and I've just been sort of a bit struggling with that quite a bit. A bit of a burning sensation in my chest, which seems to have gone away today, but still a little bit, tiny bit struggly for breath, but I can talk a lot more now, whereas I wasn't really able to talk before. So yeah, this is good. This is improvement. But anyway, I don't know what it is, whether it's the dreaded lurgy that's going around or whether it's something else, but we'll see. Or we won't see probably because there's no tests for people that have mild symptoms. Anyway, what was I going to do? So yeah, the guys seem to be pretty happy at the moment. I think I haven't played in a while, so I'm just going to have a quick look at all my stuff and see what we've got. We've got loads of cake, loads of fish. We've got loads of calories coming in. Over 1.5 million calories there, almost. Calories per day, 239. It seems to be going up rather than down. That seems good. Okay, cool. So we can maybe look at some other things at the moment then. So we're looking at the Matchlock gun. We need lead bullets. Gunpowder we don't have. We do have a load of military science bags, which is amazing. A builder, a digger limit increase, advanced science bags, steel parts, gunpowder pouch, silver ingots, and linen bags. So it does seem to be this gunpowder. So we were looking to see. So the gunsmith shop was supposed to do gunpowder, and I'm pretty sure we've got a gunsmith shop in here. So why aren't you making me any gunpowder? Are we missing something that we need? I probably looked at this last time. I apologise if I did, but I've probably forgotten by now. So you were supposed to be making gunpowder pouches, and for that you needed linen pouches, but we don't have enough. Alright. Linen pouches would be the job of the tailor. It's making linen, which needs flax to make linen pouches, which I told them not to make any of. Hurrah! Well, that's not going to help, is it? So let's say that we always want to keep 10 in stock of those. Right. And then I need to make sure we've got enough flax. Alkanet load, flax not very much. Okay. So it seems to me like extra flax fields might be useful for making gunpowder with. Did I recently make new flax? Yeah, it looks like these are some recent new flax fields that I've maybe put in. And that is flax, and that is barley. Flax, 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 flax. Okay, that seems fine. I think the flax might increase in the amount that we've got there eventually. What have we got over here then? I've got a completely empty field over here that's got nothing in it. Was I intending to put flax there? I'm not sure. There is absolutely nothing here, so I'm just going to put in a flax farmer. Why not? I seem to need flax for stuff. Seem to be alright for food. Maybe that was what I intended to do, maybe not. Not sure. But that's what's happening now. So I need one more person. I do have one bed. That's rather handy. We are 119 people. Okay, the next thing I want to have a quick look at is I have forgotten where my boundaries lie. And I think they lie quite a bit further back, quite a bit further forwards, quite a bit further out to the side now. Yeah. Absolutely, by the looks of it. So, I mean, it might help at this point to have something like some extra slingers on the corners of the walls. Also, it would help to just check how much ammo I've got Oh, decent amounts of everything except arrows. Arrows are struggling. We've got enough feathers. Arrows are really struggling. I have a crossbow, so I can help. Like with these dudes. And these dudes. That one. Just take out the high damage requirement ones. It would be nice if I could tell them to do that. Like, only take out the ones that need lots of damage. I mean, I'm sure eventually they're all going to need lots of damage. Because there's... Oh, no. A waste of arrows. Yeah, so I'm sure that eventually they're all going to need... Aha! The higher damage, because eventually these ones with the blue eyes will probably go away and we'll only have red eye zombies. And how they're doing over the other side. Well, they are making their way all the way into the inside here now. But they are being taken out quite fast. They get that far, then they're against a whole load of crossbowers. But it does not help at all that I've run out of arrows. So that is a thing I will have to look at tomorrow. What's running out? Why aren't we making the arrows we should be making? Do we need another workbench? What's going on with that? It might be a bowstring thing. What do they need to make arrows? Let's have a look. Oh dear. We desperately need more rooms. More bedrooms. More bedrooms. This bedroom's completely full. The bedroom over the other way is completely full. The underground bedroom is completely full. All I'm doing all the time is making bunkhouses and then they're just filling up. So, yes, not great. Maybe I should put a big bunkhouse, like, do a raised area at the back maybe, and then put a bunkhouse there as well. Like a big long bunkhouse. Still make it out of brick, because I really like that brick design. It's really pretty. I like the dark brick a lot. Okay, so we've got a roof to build, as well as trying to do science. How are we doing for the gunpowder bags now? Do we still have, like, no gunpowder? Yeah, we still have no gunpowder. I still need to have a look at why we didn't have any arrows at all. Let's see. Because ammo should be the priority right now. Firewood, yeah, fair enough. Do you make arrows? You make bowstrings. Bows. But you do not make arrows. Who makes arrows? Wouldn't be you guys, gunsmiths. You just make stones. The anvil guys? Is it you that makes arrows? Yes. And you need bronze ingot, planks and feathers. So how are we doing for bronze ingots and feathers? Bronze plates we've got there. We've got loads of beeswax. No, loads of bronze ingots. We've got loads of them. Are we running out of feathers? Yes. I'm consistently running out of feathers for the bows and arrows. Okay. Crossbow bolts seem fine. Lead bullets seem fine. And sling bullets seem fine. It might be worth me taking 2 arrow guys away and replacing them with musketeers. Just make the arrows last a little bit longer. And then the chickens will be able to keep up. Because I'd rather not have them running out. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got along this wall. We have... Right, the orange ones are the Oh, okay. I reckon I'd be better off with these guys as slingers. So, Night Slinger. I think a nighttime slinger there. And what I might do as well is put one there. I need some more beds, but it's fine. I'm going to take that one away. And put a night slinger there and another night slinger here. Might want to increase the amount being made of my sling bullets though to maybe 500, just because I've got an extra couple of guys doing that. Should have plenty of stone for it though. And that might just help a little bit to make the arrows last. So how are we doing for arrows now? We've got 186 made. So they are making the arrows. It's just they're going through them a little bit faster than they should. That's all. So that change will probably be absolutely fine. So that does mean though that you guys need to be making just a little bit more. So let's go up to the full 500 there. Just so we don't run out of slinger bullets. That's the nice thing about slingers. The ammo is dead easy to make. So sometimes it's just better to have like more of them. So how are we doing for the gunpowder now? I really want muskets. Or matchlocks even. Sorry, they're kind of musket-like, right? I don't know about guns very much, so that's probably a heinous crime to call them that, but we've got 32 linen bags in the stockpile, and we have 5 gunpowder pouches in the stockpile. Wonderful. Alright, cool. And we have actually been using them to make... Oh, wonderful as well. Absolutely wonderful. We're already... Oh, I see. So the colonists... We need 200 colonists. We need them to be happy and have life science bags, which we have a few of. Okay, cool. So we need to wait for some more colonists for that one. This one should be possible... As soon as I get a few red bricks made, because I just steal them all for building all the time. And then we can make a builder who can build things for us, which is amazing. Yay, guns! Alright. Call this episode Matchlock Mayhem. So now what I need to make sure is that a couple of matchlocks are actually being made here. So let's go and just... I imagine the gunsmith makes them. 10. I don't think I need 10 dudes. I think I need like 2 to start with, okay? I'm not entirely sure why gunpowder pouch is set to 75. Maybe we'll go for like as many as we've got, which is about 10. I'm going for 12 right now. I may need to increase that a little bit. But I'm only going to do 2. So we've got our first matchlock gun done. We've got 1, I think. And then we need some steel parts, apparently. I'm sure they'll get made. So I will get my first gunner up here then. Oh man, I need more beds. More beds. Make me more beds. Oh, I know, I'm gonna have to put them here again. I promise I will make new bedrooms. I'll make some new ones in the underground place. And I will spend the night... Well, firstly, we're gonna put a new gunner up here. So, I kind of think a gunner should be a little further back. Not to be using up all of his ammo. So I'm kind of thinking around here would be quite nice. We now have a nighttime matchlock guard. And let's employ some colonists. I still need 1 more bed. Because I did put into... they'll make that gun eventually. Don't you worry. Oh, yeah. Let's recruit to fill all the jobs or all the beds because it's the same number really. 123 people in my colony now. I'm missing an item. Yeah, I know you're missing an item. That item will no doubt get made tomorrow. And it is night again. So I'm going to spend the night, I believe, doing a little bit of thatching. Because let's get this building done before we start expanding anymore than we already have. Up we go. So what I did on here was I just roofed the whole thing in a flat roof and then I just sort of sculpted around it. So that's exactly what I'll do over here. Don't mind me, just doing some building works while you're asleep. It's all cool. Got some lights and things that I want to put in as well. I am wondering whether to change the outer walls to like a more modern-y brick, but I'm not sure. Got all sorts of nice textures we could use. Boom. I'll just fill in everything I can from where I am stood. Oh, I ran out. I'll only let you have 100 at a time, I think. Oh, he just shot. Wow. That was pretty powerful sounding, wasn't it? I want one of those. Once they've got a spare one, I'll grab one and I can use it. Don't think many zombies are getting past that guy. Let me just take a drink because my throat's gotten a little... Feels a little like something was caught in it there. It's going to be like that because it's very sensitive and very raw. I want to see him doing more shooting. Mostly, he won't have to shoot. I'm hoping to use the more easy to obtain ammo. The arrows are lasting a lot better now as well, which I'm quite happy with. You know, 6 arrows, 6 arrow dudes is as much as our chickens can support. So we would need more chickens and more barley. Woof. I'm going to have fun once they make me a matchlock. Wahaha. Okay, where was I? I was roofing and I'm getting distracted by the gunshots there. So yeah, so that'll allow me to get back onto the roof if I fall off, which I have done already. But that was quite the surprise when that super noisy gun went off. But then, you know, guns are kind of noisy, I guess, compared to arrows and slings. So it shouldn't really be a surprise to me. Everyone's waking up now. And I'll just carry on with this. And I will see how the science is doing. What are we waiting on at the moment? We could start the builder science. We could start the digger limit science as well. And the colony science bag. Why not just start them? We'll see how they go. And if I struggle to make them, the banner radius I can't do for now. Health increase I can't do, and everything else I am trying to do, except for the advanced science bag. I'll start that too. And I'll just leave them to it and see what they do. Once we get the colony bag though, then that's going to be some interesting stuff, right? Very interesting stuff, because that's going to mean that we can go and make a glider and then fly to other colonies, to other lands, make new colonies over there, make new colonies wherever we want. It'd be so good. It'd be like a whole new world. And then I believe that's when we can make some of the, we can have sort of outposts and do some of the end game stuff. And that'll be more like, I think we can grow coffee and some other bits and pieces. I think there was some kind of papyrus for writing. Oh, advanced science bag is ready. Why, thank you very much. So what have we got left now? Special digger. All the builder limits, all the digger limits. Printing press, writing desk, coffee. Colonization and glider. All the health increases. All the banner radius increases. Builder limit increase. Digger limit increase. Yeah. We have unlocked most of it now. Honestly, like probably the next big thing to do here will be to go to other lands and make a little colony over there and try and make it look pretty and everything like that. And just make sort of outposts that have got little diggers, and then we'll do some trading between our main colony and that one. So they'll trade coffee for like everything else they need, basically. And this massive colony should easily be able to support a tiny little mini colony, especially if I just get some more increases to my land and I get some more food coming in. We've already got more food than we need, but I do notice that it's decreasing rather than increasing, which is not a place I like it to be. It might be a kind of temporary thing. I swear I could hear Tilly outside my window meowing. As far as I was aware, she's asleep in Avak's office. So I'm sure she's not outside my window meowing, but this is where he's let her outside. And then I'm ignoring my kitten. All she wants to do is come back in. Problem with her as well is she always wants to go out when I'm sleeping. Like, why do you always want to go out just as I go to sleep? Because that means that no one's going to be around to let you in for hours. And she's like, I don't care. I'm going. Bye. I'll get my own food. Don't worry. I can hunt. That is Tilly for you. But yeah, with this game, like, once you've unlocked pretty much everything, then I guess you can start to get, like, really creative and just get the colonists. Just get the economy really good, and then just get colonists that are basically their only job. Because once you've got enough sort of defense and everything like that, you can have colonists where their only job is just to do building and stuff for you. And then you don't have to do it yourself, which is amazing. I'm going to be lazy, and the top of this will probably be hollow. Because that is far more efficient. But we're getting a good bit of roofing done here. I know it does take a little bit of time to do. But I'm fed up. Like, I keep building, every time I go on this, I build like a stone castle. And I'm like, no, I'm fed up of stone castles. I want to do something different today. So this is why we're going with the little tiny farmhouse ideas. Oh, advanced science is ready. Is that? Oh yeah. No, that was the. All right, okay. Colony science is not ready. I may need to tell them to make these things because it needs 3 anvils, 3 finery forges, and 3 matchlock guns. I want 1 matchlock gun for other stuff to start with. Can't do that one. That one isn't even started. That one is ready though. Digger limit. Wonderful. So now we've just got, because these extra limits, I think digger limit 2 might require more stuff. Builder limit 1. Build a limit 2, build a limit 3, build a limit 4, build a limit 5. Banner radiuses and health. What? Like, how many whole... I need 750 colonists for health increase 4. I'm not sure I want to take this to 750 colonists. However, my builder limits... I can get all of those just from science bags. Digger limit is all just science bags. It'll take a while, but it's all just science bags. Printing press is going to require me colonizing. Colonization requires a glider. A glider requires an advanced science bag, or 50 advanced science bags and 50 colony science bags. But we haven't done the colony science bags yet. So really, the biggest holdup we've got right now is that. So we can have digger limit 2. Where is there another digger limit? Oh yeah, there's digger limit 3, 4, and 5. Digger limit, builder limit, banner radius, and health. So they're going to be a bit more grindy, I would imagine. So I will see whether I feel like continuing and just making more stuff in here, or whether I think at that point it's just you know, you're not going to really see much more. It's just going to be that the limits on the things that I've got, like, it's not going to be functionally anymore. It's just going to be like limits are going to be raised. So that to me just sounds like grind rather than actually showing you what the game's all about. And I would much rather just show you all what the game is all about, I think. So I think that might be the point to say, actually, I might continue this on my own. Likelihood is, though, I won't, because, let's face it, who's got the time to play games just on their own? And not record them, not me. Maybe some other people do. It is sad. It is sad that I don't have so much time to do other games, but you know, I get a lot of time to play some lovely games and share them with you guys, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. Can't really complain. My diamond shoes are being a bit tight right now, aren't they? But I think the most enjoyable part of this game will probably be over at the point where it gets grindy like that, where it's like, you need 750 colonists. I'm like, I do not need to make a colony with 750 colonists. One with about 200 would be fine. That's the point where people are like, yeah, at this point, Sheila, please time-lapse it. And I'm like, I don't have time for time-lapses. They take hours. I've done them before, actually. I've done time-lapses sometimes before. And they are fun to do, but sometimes it's like, are they worth the time? Usually not. So I only do them if I'm having a particular creative urge and I'm kind of more doing it for myself than anything else. That's when I tend to do that. We shall see whether that's something I want to do with this. But that's always the balance, isn't it? You always have to balance between like what you want to do creatively and what is going to bring in like views and money and things to help you put food on the table. Because honestly, if I could just like live a reasonably comfortable life and just do whatever I wanted, then obviously that's what I would do. Right, let's crouch and get this. Yeah, wonderful. What was I saying? Yeah, then obviously that is what I would do. But, you know, sometimes you just have to go with what you need to do to make a little bit of buckaroonies. And then sometimes you can just get away with doing whatever you want. How did I deal with that? I just left it a little bit flat on the top, didn't I? Okay, that is fine. Didn't really need that one. Not that I really need to be particularly conserving hay. think we'll be okay for that. How are we doing for the zombies? We're doing pretty well. We've got our second gunner up now as well. Honestly, do you know what? It sounds almost identical to... I used to take Tilly to a cattery. Actually, I don't know why I took her to a cattery that was right by a clay pigeon shooting ranch. I wonder if that was traumatic. But no, Tilly's pretty like good with stuff like that. She's like a bomb-proof horse. And that is the technical term for a horse that don't scare. Like police horses and things have to do that. They have to be bomb-proof. Look it up if you don't believe me. It just means that they're not scared of loud noises. Which is very handy if you are a police horse or any other kind of horse working for an emergency service. Although I don't know if there are any emergency services other than the police that use horses. The military do, I think. But I'm not aware that ambulances or firefighters use horses. But we are now completely roofed. So I just need to do the trimming around the edge. Oops. I maybe should actually eat something. Oh look, this is good. The food is evening out. I'm going to eat it and that'll be a problem. What should I eat? I should eat a luxury meal. That is what I should eat. Suddenly we have no calories left. Actually, we've got quite a lot. Okay, so I'm going to eat a luxury meal, and that should completely... Well, apparently I needed 2. Okay, I'd taken a lot of damage. That should mostly top me up. But it did take 100,000 calories away? I think it was, yeah. 100,000 calories. It's a lot of calories. I'm going to be very fat now. It's okay, I haven't eaten in like 10 days, so, you know, it'll average. Not that I am saying that that's how anyone should eat. It's just a game, okay? My character seems to be able to do without any food in this game. Like I say, pretty soon we're going to be able to make... Well, I said last episode, not this... Not for ages have I said it, actually. But I did say at one point in my life... that we were going to get some carpets and things like that, coloured textiles for here, which would be really cool. Obviously, at the moment, I'm working on a ton of stuff all at once. But the more stuff I research, the more I'm going to have, like, the ability to do things. So it's going to free me up. Okay, so I think the next thing that I want to do, probably as the next day rolls in, we're on 33 minutes. I would love by the end of the episode to try and at least get things in place for those colony bags to be made. And then we can start on a glider, which I'd be very, very, very happy to do. Because then we can go to distant lands and have adventures. Like farming adventures. Everyone loves a good farming adventure, right? Right, have I done everything I need to do here? I think so. I think it's looking pretty nice. So the only thing I really need to do now is a little bit of garden landscaping. So these, I think this is the lighter green grass, this one. So I'm gonna dig some of this up. So I don't think that they will undo this once I do it. So hopefully I'll just be able to make that look a little bit more in line with the other fields. And then we're just going to pull all of this up and replace it with some grass as well. And then that will look very neat and tidy. When I first started playing the game, I was doing everything kind of like, oh, I need to do this straight away. I don't need to make it neat and tidy or anything like that. Now I'm being a little bit more fussy about it. So the next thing I probably want to do in terms of building after this is to build maybe another dorm or two, another bedroom or two downstairs, because I've got quite a few beds up here with no real place to go. And they're looking a little bit scruffy. So until I can build like another big bunkhouse, which is probably going to be my next big trial, I guess, is to build a really huge, you know, place with loads and loads and loads of beds, because maybe a double-story massive building just for beds. You know, maybe at this point I could start expanding with a view to actually having builders and things like that. It was certainly a lot easier when we had I mean, I could have got the builders to do that roof. Probably not, though. Okay, let's have a look at my science then. So what do I need for special digger? I need the builder, which I have not. Oh, right, okay. So once we got the builder, we can have the special digger, but they're really not getting on with that very well, are they? Mostly because the red bricks aren't being made, so they're not actually... Why are we not making red bricks? Oh, right. You know why that'll be? Every time they make red bricks, they make them into dark bricks. Ah, oh, okay. We need 250 of these. Okay. There you go. Start making them. Go. That will allow me my builder. That was a very small thing to fix. The other thing I wanted to fix was obviously health increase we can't do. Banner radius we can't do till we've got 150. Can't do that till we've got 200. I can do that if I wanted, but at the moment I don't, because I need my advanced bags for other things, I think. Don't I? Basic science bag. Maybe not. I'm not sure. They're doing the builder now. Wonderful. So it's the basic science bag. This digger limit will also use basic science bags. So until I've done the builder, I don't really want to do digger 2. However, the colony science bags are absolutely fine. But matchlock guns are not being made. Why is that then? Because we've made 2. Let's make 3. I will eventually get to use one myself, and it will be really super fun. Is this the morning time now? Or is it the evening time? It's the evening time. Darn it. The day lasts so short. If that's even a phrase. The day does not last very long at all. It was really hard for me, like, I'm very, very curious as to when this game does get music, which it will probably eventually. It's early access right now, and still going to have things added to it, and I will probably come back to it at some point. The last time I did this game, there was really not half as much to it as there is now. So I'm very much expecting that the next time I come back to this game, there will be even more stuff to do, which will be really amazing. But I'm really super interested in what music they actually put in, because when I was trying to work out what music to put in, I was really struggling to find a style. And it does so much to give you an idea of the personality of a game, the music, and it's kind of like, I wonder what they'll go with. Will they go with a jaunty tune? Will they go with a quite relaxed tune? Will it be super spooky tune at night, maybe? I'm super interested in that. You know what? Maybe we should tidy up the outside of these walls. Because that's totally a thing you should be absolutely doing at nighttime. I completely condone... No, I do not condone at all. Completely condone just working outside at night and just like totally risking your life. Health and safety. Honestly, they seem to be handling it pretty well, though. Also, I have full health right now, so I'm good. I wonder if the health increases are to me or to the colonists. Hello. I have a crossbow, you know. Yeah, the outside of this wall is an absolute mess the whole way around. So did I leave this as being a flax farm? I did. And it's a really, really terrible flax farm. It's a really horrible like shape and size and everything like that, isn't it? It's nasty. Nasty looking. However, I imagine that I could probably do some, like, I'll get the guys to do some excavation over here and we'll pull everything down. Look, if you look, there's like a load of space now for us to go all the way out. So I'm kind of thinking we'll do some terraforming. We'll get them to just do that for me. To do that, though, I need to be sure that I've got, like, a really decent income of food. Because I'll have to hire more dudes for that. So it gets a bit of a little bit of a balancing act. But then once they've done that, once they've done all the terraforming, then I can put more food growing in. So, I don't know. I want to have a look and see if there's any kind of bottlenecks right now. I've made 400 fish, 20 lobster, 50 luxury meals, 50 perpetual stew. That may be that they've hit all the limits of what I've told them to make. That might be why. So I'm just going to have a look at the cookers and ovens. And we do need to make a cookhouse as well, don't we? So that's another thing that we're going to make, probably with some of the extra room I've got here. Oh, so many plans. Okay, let's have a look. So, cake. We do not have 250 cakes. I don't know why we're struggling with that. I would like to have 250 cakes. We've got 50... luxury meals and 50 perpetual stews. And some cooked lobster, and maybe go up to 50 on those. Maybe we could go up to a little bit more cooked fish. Okay, and bread. Well, how are we doing for bread? Infinite bread. Okay, that's fine. And how much bread do we have spare? 35. How much flour do we have spare? 996. How much water do we have? 8. How much boiling water do we have? 102. Right, let's have a look at how much boiling water we're keeping. 100. Alright, I think we might want one more water gatherer. Which would mean one more bed. Maybe even 2. I don't know. Just help the bread production a little bit. And so anything that I'm doing that'll help with food is going to help me employ more people. But look how lovely the house is now. It's so pretty. So I would like 2 more water gatherers. To do that, I think I'm going to need to expand the pier because I think we've already got a full pier of peeps. And I'm going to do the roof on here. It's gonna happen. Oh, I don't have another crate, really? Yes, I do. And I want some water gatherers. I think I have enough fish. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, I've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of raw fish. And quite a few raw lobsters, which is amazing. Why are they saying they've got no buckets? They have no empty buckets? Oh gosh, okay. That is not a good thing. I may even need to put in an extra worker so that they've got the empty buckets to work with. Because if they don't have empty buckets, then what are they supposed to do? No wonder they can't do enough. Right, let's have a look. Empty buckets. You're supposed to be making 5. You don't have enough copper nails or copper parts. I can make those manually for you. Oh, are we running out of copper? Apparently we are. Oh, dearie, dearie me. I don't think we need as much boiling water as we've got at the moment. I might reduce that down to like 50. So they're not using all of the buckets up for that water. And we've only got 3 of them. Why do we need like 50, 100 buckets of water? So let's do about 50. All right, 40 will be fine. And then they can start using, as we're using up the boiling water, they can use the empty buckets for other things. I think that should help things a little bit. Okay. How are we doing for all our science now? So the builder is on its way. Wonderful. The colony science bag is really not happening. We don't even have the matchlock guns, which is weird. Because we're supposed to be stockpiling those. So how's that going? And what? Well, it says there's 3. And this one says that there's not 3. Oh no, it says there is 3. Okay. We've got the linen bags, we've got the matchlock guns. We don't have a finery forge or bronze anvil. So let's see if that's something I can make or whether it's something has to be made elsewhere. I think a bronze anvil I can make if I've got bronze ingots. But all the bronze ingots currently are being made into bronze arrows. So I may need to wait on that until they're up to what they should be, which is probably 300. So it looks like the feathers are outdoing the bronze right now. The bronze is struggling. I might need to get another copper miner down there, honestly. I'm thinking I will probably take away one of the water gatherer positions because I don't think the water gatherers were actually struggling. I think the struggle was they were running out of buckets. So I will probably take them away and put a couple of copper miners in. Oh, they're doing much better for their buckets now. So I'm going to take these away. Could put more fishers or more water gatherers in later. And I'm going to put a couple of beds down and we will get a couple of copper miners. In fact, what we might want to do then is to actually sort out... Oh, I was doing things to the staircase there, wasn't I? Is to actually expand the bedrooms in here. Because I think that's what I should be doing if I want to put extra in. So... because it makes total sense to have bedrooms nearby things that places I want people to be. So the guards and the farmers can go in the ones, the farmers at the front, sorry, can go in the sort of, well, the work people can go in the one in the work room, and then the people down in the mine can go in the ones down in the mine, and the ones near the farms can go in the farmhouse one, etc., etc. So it makes it just a little bit easier if the rooms are near where they're working. So what you don't want is one massive bunkhouse somewhere. You want to have several around the place. I know that my bunkhouses are becoming massive. And that there are some being done in places that are a little bit further away and stuff. Just desperation, really, I guess. But keeping things small and keeping things like less centralized does help a little bit with efficiency. Wasn't right. I don't think I ever did anything with the ceilings in here. Interestingly enough. I think I need to build a wall here. And this will allow me 2 more copper miners in here. Because we are definitely getting to the point where we need 2 more. And why not just build them a nice bedroom? So they should have built me 2 more beds by now, but they haven't. Because I don't know why. Apparently they can't because there's no copper nails. Really? Okay, so there's no, like, hardly any copper basically. Really struggling for that. Which is amusing that I basically can't make beds for copper miners because I don't have enough copper. That's always a nice bottleneck to be in, right? There we are. Okay, so what I want is 2 more copper miners in here. So far I have 1 over there. So we could have 1 here and here, or here. There might be better because you won't be in the way. So a miner there, and maybe a miner here. And then I'll put a couple of crates down for them. Do 1 there, and you can use that one. Okay, let's recruit 2 more colonists. So at the moment it's kind of a little bit of a balancing act, really. I wonder if I should finish their stairs into the mines. This used to be a thing I was working on at some point. I think I was going to make the mines all so that you could go down the stairs really fast. Although I am already making the bedrooms so they don't need to go upstairs. And I'm also giving them all grocery and all those options. So that they don't need to be... Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll do your way down. Sorry. I was just working on your staircase. There you go. You can't get to your bed. You can now. Oh, I see. So they try to path once a turn. Oh, I see. I'm happy that they could get down their stairs. Right, so now what I need to do is do some quarter blocks so they can properly get down their stairs. And then I'll make the walls prettier as well down here and the ceiling and everything really. This is looking absolute nightmare. It's looking awful and disgusting. But I at least bothered to put the quarter blocks in, and that's looking really swanky. But yeah, we've got some definite work to do down here. Absolutely. I do that every time. It needs to be pointing towards the Step She Lab. Towards. Why am I stuck? Shouldn't be stuck. Nearly there. Done. So now at least we can run down into the mines fairly easily. I would like to put some nice walls in here as well, ideally. But we're already on like 54 minutes in. It's kind of crazy. So this episode, we did a really good job because we researched Matchlock guns and advanced science bags. Next episode, I expect I will try and work a lot harder on getting the colony bags done so we can get our glider. I can't not leave lights in here. Every time I take a whole stack though, I have to try and remember to put it back, because otherwise the poor guy doing the workshop stuff gets very confused. He's like, I want to make more of these now. And I'm like, no you don't. I've got them in my inventory. He's like, but I do. That's his exact voice. He sounds like Yogi Bear. There's people that are like, what do you think Yogi Bear sounds like? My goodness. Oh yeah, and at some point I might want to change it to be like wooden steps with wooden half steps or something like that. But at the moment I'm kind of happy with this as it is. So I've just made a start on the walls there. I will probably continue that next episode. I will probably also maybe start making some flattening attempts around the edge. So I'll start like setting up some jobs for some colonists to go around the edge there. And to start flattening these areas down one bit at a time, just so that they're kind of in line with what we've got. And then I'll be able to extend. So I might do a little bit of tree felling and stuff like that next episode. But I think that's it for today's episode. I've been talking long enough. I feel my chest has held up really well. Well done, chest. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more colony survival, then please subscribe. I will let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.